Hi, everyone. My name is Scott Yeager. I'm the outreach manager here at Penny. I'm joined also today by Katie Davies Pescatello, our operations specialist, and we're here to share with you some information about getting connected to the most important thing, and that's our customers. With that being said, I am going to first log into a customer account here at Penny. um, Jane Rowe is going to be our customer account that we're going to work with. And uh, Jane will uh, reveal to us how, as a customer, she can connect with her broker of choice. Okay. And that's very important because, as you may know, within Penny's platform, it's a customer driven platform. We make sure that our customers are in the driver's seat when it comes to being connected to their broker of choice. For Jane right now has a customer account. She has full control over this customer account. She can come in, she can start an application, she can see what her eligibility is for financial assistance, she can shop for health plans all on her own. But here's the important thing. We know at Penny that no one is born with an inherent knowledge of health insurance. And because of that, Jane is one of those customers where they might have gone on to Penny's plan or comparison plan tool and shopped for insurance and seen some things that might be of interest to them. But when it actually comes to executing that, uh, it becomes a little daunting and overwhelming for folks. So she needs assistance. So down here on the left-hand side of the customer dashboard, Jane Rowe can click on Find Local Assistance. Okay. And this is how easy it is for a customer to connect with a Penny certified broker. The very first choice that they have is to connect with a Penny certified broker. If you click Find a Broker, you can actually go in and search for brokers in a couple different ways. So as a broker, when you're working with your customers and they say, well, wait a second, I already have a Penny account. Um, you need to remind them it's very, very easy for them to get connected with you as their broker of choice. And there are a couple ways that they can do that. They can go ahead and they can put in their zip code. And in this case, we're going to use 17101. We're going to search within 15 miles. And they can also search by language option, just so that you know that's there as a producer. We're going to go and we're going to search. Now, uh, within that 15-mile radius that we have there, Jane has over 93 agents that she can select. Um, Now, what I'm showing you here may, on some level, put a shiver down some of your spines. Now, I want you to know that if you refer someone to your agency or to your self as their agent of choice, their broker of record, that same customer, you'll see here in the middle of the page where it says or, they can search by zip code and distance or language preference, or if they know what your name is, and in this case, we are going to search by the last name, and we have Smith. But wait a second, we remember that Dan Flower is the agency principal. So we're going to search for Flower. And there's Dan Flower. Okay. Before we get into this, when a customer clicks on Dan Flower, they're going to be able to see as the agency principal or as a broker. They're going to be able to see your name, your location, your phone number, your email address. They'll be able to visit your office if you have a physical location, and they'll also see what your expertise is. The fact that you can help them with personal lines, the fact that you can help them with Medicare, CHIP, property casualty, etc. And they'll also see if you have any spoken languages. So I mention this because you see where it says select agent, all that the customer would have to do is click select agent. And in this case, they could select Dan Flower as their agent of record. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back for a second because I want to search again for the agency. Um, and let's make sure that we get Dan's agency, because here's another option that you have as a producer, as a broker. You can say to a customer, you can also search for my agency name. Okay. So you can have a customer search for your last name, which I highly recommend, because last name, as a producer, if you're on the Penny platform, boom, it'll get them to you quick. Okay. On the other side, you can also say, you can search for my agency. So if we search for the agency, what we find are all of the producers listed under that agency. And in this case, we've got Dan Flower, the principal, and we've got Brenda Smith, his subordinate or downstream agent, however you prefer to, call that. So in this case, what we want is we want Jane Rowe to connect with Dan Flower. Okay. Now, what will we do here? We will select agent. Now, of course, as a customer, the customer has to, because this is them selecting you as their principal. We can come up here and they have a few things that they need to attest to. Okay. Also, they need to sign their request. And in this case, we're going to sign it Jane Rowe. Okay. Today's date will automatically fill, and we will click on confirm. It says congratulations. Basically, Dan Flower is now Jane Rowe's. Now, this is the great thing, and this is what so many producers reach out to us for. It's like, well, how do I know that Jane Rowe has selected me as the producer of choice? Or better yet, how does my customer know that they did it successfully? You see what happened up here in the upper right hand corner of the screen? It says your agent. It has Dan Flower's name, telephone number, most importantly, and the ability for that customer to view the profile of their producer of choice, their agent of record. Okay. You'll also see that right there, the customer has the ability to de-designate that same producer. So when they click on de-designate, and we're going to try this just for giggles. Okay. It'll say confirm that you want to de-designate Dan Flower. And Jane says, you know what? I do. I want to de-designate Dan Flower. Look what just disappeared. Okay. So we're going to go back in, and Jane's going to go back in, and she's going to search for that nice lady that helped her out when she visited the agency. And there's Brenda Smith at Bright Light Insurance. She's going to click on Brenda Smith and click again, select agent. She's going to go through the attestations that this is, in fact, her broker of record. She clicks confirm. Congratulations, Brenda Smith is now Jane Rowe's broker of record. So what are we going to do? We're going to check up here as the customer and see, yes, indeed, Brenda Smith, there's the number, there's the profile. And again, she can de-designate at any time as the customer. Okay. An important thing to note, and I'm going to mention it here because let's face it, there are a lot of customers that they may set up an account here at Penny, and they may be able to select you as their broker of record. And at some point along the line, they might accidentally de-designate you and not understand why that happened. If they need help, customers can always contact 844-844-8040, and a Penny customer service representative can help them reconnect with you as their broker of record. Okay, so please understand that that help is there for the customer. Right now, we're going to leave Jane and we're going to go over and we're going to visit our favorite producer, Brenda Smith. Okay. And here on the dashboard, we see that, remember, we have three types of individuals at Penny. We have pending individuals who are brand new business. Those are the people that we absolutely love as producers. We have our active individuals who are our current book of business. And then we also have inactive individuals, and those are the people that, may have de-designated us. So we're going to check pending individuals, and you'll see up here along the top, you can check pending individuals here. You can also check it through quick links. Okay, so we're going to check pending individuals, and here is Jane Rowe. Okay, so Jane Rowe, as a customer, has connected with us and said, I want Brenda Smith to be my producer of choice. Now, if this was done again through the agency principal, Dan Flower, Dan could always accept Jane as part of his book of business and then delegate that customer to one of his downstream agents. Okay. And that's really easy to do. But for here and now, we're going to focus on the fact that Jane says, I want Brenda to be my agent of choice. And she can do that whether she goes through the agency principal or not. Why? Because, well, Brenda Smith is there. She enjoys interacting with Brenda. The fact that she works for Bright Light Insurance is just an added bonus. So we're going to go ahead as Brenda Smith, the producer, and we're going to accept, and you have the option. You can accept or decline whether or not you want this customer. Well, guess what? We want to accept new business because that is what we are here to do. So if we accept it and go under active individuals at that point, well, guess what? There's Jane Rowe. Jane is now under our active individuals. So what do we want to do as the producer? We want to verify that indeed we are that customer's broker of record. We go to the individual view by clicking on Jane's name. We go to the individual view, we go into her dashboard, and we're here at Jane Rowe's dashboard. Over here, we can click and we can verify. Yes, Brenda Smith is Jane Rowe's broker of record. Now, I mention all of that to you because as a producer, as a Penny certified broker, you have the ability for customers to either create their account or to go through penny.com through our website and connect with you as their broker of record. You can do that right from the Penny homepage, believe it or not. So you don't have to create an application. You could just go through the Penny homepage as a customer and connect with, and we'll demonstrate that here. Hold on one second. You can go right from the Penny homepage and you can connect with your broker of choice right here under Penny Certified Professionals. Find a broker. A customer can click right here after being on the page for 2 minutes. They can click there and they can select you as their Penny certified broker of choice. So please understand, they can initiate that customer process anytime. You'll find them under pending individuals, but most importantly, once you accept that relationship, you'll be able to find them under your active individuals. Okay. So that being said, there is one more way that you as a producer can add a customer to your book of business. Now, let's say a customer calls you. Customer might email you. A customer may walk into your office. You have the ability to, right here on the left hand side, if you see where we're at right now, you can add a new individual. Okay, this is pretty straightforward. When you create a brand new customer, okay, now there's a caveat I want to make sure that everybody is clear on here. Okay, you remember when I mentioned that any Penny customer can contact the Penny call center and request that a particular broker become their agent of record, and the Penny customer service representative can help them do that. That's important. Why? Because if you have somebody who is not quite computer savvy, or who, plain and simple, they just don't have access to their Penny account, because they might have worked with a broker across town who set up their account for them, but they don't want to work with that broker anymore. They want to work with you. It's very, very easy for that customer to call 844-844-8040. The customer has to do this. Okay, that's not something you can initiate as their broker, but they can do it in your office. Okay, contact the Penny Customer Service Center, and a Penny customer service agent can help that customer get connected to you as their broker of choice. I mention all of that to you because if you have somebody who comes into the office and they say, I am a current customer through Penny, or I have my current health insurance through Penny, what you don't want to do is you don't want to reinvent the wheel. You don't want to create a new account. You don't want to, duplicate an account. What you need to do is you need to reach out and have that customer reach out to the Penny Customer Service Center to have the customer service center help the customer engage you as their broker of choice. Okay, so please understand, I mention all of that because when you're working from your dashboard as a producer, down here where it says add new individual, it is absolutely adding a new individual. It's somebody who is a brand new, just like under pending individuals are for people who have never done business with your agency before. They've never done business with you as a producer before. It is the same thing with this create a customer record. When you create a customer record, when you add a new individual, you want to make sure that it's a brand spanking new customer to Penny. Okay, that's the first thing. But it's really simple. Here you can, and we're going to just go ahead and we're going to create another customer, Janet Yaw, and we're going to add a birth date. Whoops. All right, we're going to add a birth date, a zip code. We're going to add a phone number. Now, you'll notice, and I mentioned this to folks, that the first name, last name, date of birth, zip code, and phone number are required. Those have red asterisks. It is highly recommended that a customer have an email address. However, we know that customers don't always have email addresses. There are still many, many people within the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania who might not have an email address. And if they do, they might not check it, or they might have one, but they've forgotten what the username and password is. Things like that happen. I point this out to you because it's important to know that while Penny highly recommends that every customer have an email address, we know that sometimes that's just not the case. So understand that you can, as the broker, you can create name, first name, last name, date of birth, zip code, and phone number. You can create a customer account. Okay. Again, we highly recommend that that email is there. But with one, two, three, four, five, six, with 6 pieces of information, if you click start, you can actually create a customer account and add a customer to your existing book of business. We're going to go into the individual view right now that lets us view Janet's. Again, this is Janet's um, dashboard as a customer. And again, if you look over here on the right hand side, Brenda Smith is already listed because Brenda Smith created Janet's account. She's already listed as the broker of record. Please keep that in mind. Now, Brenda can help Janet with her application, with her eligibility, et cetera, et cetera. If we go back to Brenda's account, we're going to click on my account to do that. We're going to go home. From her dashboard, from Brenda Smith's dashboard, we can click active individuals. And what do we want to see here? We want to see that Janet Yaw is already part of that active individuals, that book of business. So those are the two ways. Those are the two ways that a customer can be added to a producer's book of business. Again, please keep in mind that if you have a customer who is a current customer of Penny that walks through your door and they say, you know, I'd like you to be my insurance agent. At that point, you want to make sure that you reach out and have the customer do this, okay? You can help the customer do this, but have the customer reach out to 844-844-8040 and have Penny's Customer Service Center help them connect with you as their broker of choice. Or if they remember their username and password to their Penny dashboard, and many people do, they can go in and they can use that Find Local Assistance tool that we covered to help connect to their broker of choice. Where are they going to show up if they do that? Of course, they're going to show up under your pending individuals. And as a Penny certified broker, I would say this: please check your Penny or your pending individuals as soon as you hit your dashboard. Check pending individuals, because the truth of the matter is those are brand new customers that are really going to make your day, and you're going to love the fact that you took some time to build out your profile on Penny so that they can find you easy, whether it's through your agency, whether it's through your last name, or whether it's through the customer service center. They can find you quickly and they can connect with you as their broker of choice. That being said, you can also add a new individual. And in adding a new individual, again, if they are brand new business, if they just came through your door and said, I need health insurance, no, I don't know what this Penny thing is, we can help make sure that they get protected. So that being said, thank you so very much.